Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Sorry I'm on so late. It's 4 o'clock my time. Goodness me, where did that go? I had grandma duties this morning thinking it would be about an hour and it turned into 3.5, 4 hours. So it is what it is, and that's why I'm a little bit croaky and look like I've been dragged through the shrubbery backwards. Okay, what a yeah, three-year-old and a month-year-old. Oh, absolutely adorable, but boy, oh boy. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading, and yay, it's Friday, TGIF, and we have thrived another week, absolutely thrived another week. What I want to have a look at in this particular reading is Blackrock. The reason why I'm wanting to have, one of my lovely viewers sent this to me. I get a lot of my information from, believe it or not, social media. The channels that I sort of follow on social media will have a snippet and then I'll sort of Google and get the full story. Or and I check the daily news and I have lovely viewers that send me information. When something grabs me by the scruff of the neck and says, have a look at this, I need to have a closer look at it. So Blackrock's one that's caught my attention. Now, the reason why, you might ask, am I actually having a look at Blackrock? I might just see if I can find that email that was sent to me that had, oh, there it is. Okay. So it was on the news in Australia last night, and now in the finance report that's on the news, the financial reporter was talking about the AI bubble and the potential collapse as some of the AI companies have already quite significantly dropped in value, literally in one day. Now, one of my viewers sent me a little summary with Blackrock is the world's largest asset manager, overseeing around 14 trillion with a T in assets under management. However, the interesting part, so the CEO, Phil Seng, is departing the firm following months of losses on bad loans and a US regulatory investigation into the valuation methods that BlackRock use. Out of that $14 trillion, they have 5.7 trillion with a T apparently invested in mega cap technology firms who are all heavily borrowing and not making any money, heavily spending in AI. We've got Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Broadcom, Meta, Alphabet, which is Google, amongst others. So 27% of its entire, BlackRock's entire asset management portfolio is in AI. So this is a good way to have a look to see how AI is going to go. Now, as I split the deck, and I'm using the Golden Universal Tarot, as I split the deck, things going to go down really quick. Like this is bubble popping stuff, really quickly, where the return on investment literally dies on the vine, unable to get the money back out again. Now, I mentioned Blue Owl very briefly yesterday because it popped up in the reading I did about, can't remember, but you know the one I'm talking about. And I read a couple of months ago about Blue Owl being the canary in the coal mine in regards to this AI bubble. But I want to have a look at Blackrock. Let's have a look at Blackrock. It has 14 trillion under asset management worldwide, of which 27% is heavily invested in this AI. What is going to happen with Blackrock? Blackrock. What are we looking at Blackrock? I've got a card that's popped out. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll have a look in a second. Blackrock. Okay, my guides tell me when to stop shuffling. I'm sure yours are as bossy as mine are. Okay, Blackrock. Right. The Queen of Swords. An internal strategy, an internal truth, some sort of decree being made here. Could be gearing themselves up for some legal action. Let's see. Oh gosh. Three of Swords. Loss. Loss, betrayal, despair, the challenge. Three Swords plunge through the heart. Could also be the falling down of the orange idiot, but I don't think it is. I think this is almost like they're internally strategizing for the fall and the legal action that will follow because of the assets. They get given the money to invest wisely on behalf of their clients. Okay, see where it goes. The energy they're stewing in at the moment, there's going to be some sort of announcement come out in the past, drawing on the money, looking at the money, petting the money, my precious, nurturing the money. This is what they're supposed to do. In the past, they might have been really good asset managers, but they've gone off the rails here. Crowning the reading, yep, the Wheel of Fortune, fates and destiny. The wheel is turning. The immediate future, they're going to be facing a big stick moment as the market plunges through the floor with that Eight of Wands. You've got internally the Magician trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. They're just going to try and pull a rabbit out of the hat in regards to this. And I'm seeing the rabbit is not even a rabbit, it's just a bit of fluffy material. Wow. Hopes and fears, end of an era, it's over. Getting out of trying to get away. Okay, some of them might take off for Argentina. Trying to flee the scene. But also trying legally to get out. Because the money's gone. Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Where did the money go? Well, it went in loans, bad loans to these companies. It went into the pockets of these. Wow. And then the Steel. Seven of Swords. And then that inability to harvest. Laziness. Inability to move forward. The Chariot. The Strength card. Secrets being revealed. About the Emperor. Strung upside down and seen for who they are in regards to the money. Wow, okay. I am going to say that the fund managers are in big trouble because when that bubble bursts and they put the money into these loans that cannot be repaid and the value is down, they're in big trouble. Yeah, you got the Trojan horse there and the money, big money, huge money, false pretenses, huge money. Okay, do we get a timing on this? Can we get a timing on this? Right, something to do with the higher authorities, the government perhaps? Can we get a timing on this? This is going to be a really short reading because they're in big strife. Okay, got the higher authorities. Could be the Security and Exchange Commission, the Chariot, the bubble bursting with the Eight of, and the legal action. This could be upper management of Blackrock, trying to get out of town. but unable to do so. Bubble bursting and legal action being taken. End of an era for these big oligarchs. This is a carpetbagger money. They're going to try and hold on to what little is left. But there's oh man, it's done. They're done. Can I get an idea of timing? King of Cups and Death. Ending. And the King of some sort of announcement coming out. A placating announcement, which is just smoke and mirrors manipulation to give them undercover time to get out because the money's gone. And there's the Orange King down for the count. Around the passing, I think, of the Orange King, or at least when he's down. But man, okay, I really, I don't know where to go with it. I don't have anything else to say with that. Just be aware it's on its way. It's on its way rapidly. There is going to be no stopping it. Again, I'm just going to say cash is king. It probably wouldn't hurt to just have a little bit extra on the side there. And just check your 401ks and make sure they're invested in solid blue chip companies that actually have a foundation beneath them, that have genuine financials, and have your bank account in a bricks and mortar bank, not a online pie in the sky, pull a number out of the clouds type thing. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Short and sweet. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.